Paulding County. Now, this chase ended tragically in a crash, killing a 12-year-old boy inside the car. The troopers are also under investigation, which is routine. This is standard. But the parents say they want everyone responsible to be held accountable.
They need to get them off of me right now because I'm scared. I got my kids with me right now.
Inside his car, 12-year-old Leaton Boykins, the son of a family friend, and the driver's own 14-year-old son.
We heard the 911 call.
Leaton's parents, Anthony and Tony Boykins.
He does bear some responsibility. He was pulled over and he had kids in the car.
I got my kids with me, man. My God. They trying to flip my car, man. Read it. No.
Why was he considered so dangerous that they had to flip that car with them kids in there? Why did he make that decision? Why did he decide to flip that car knowing there was kids in there?
State Patrol chase policy requires troopers to evaluate all variables, including whether there are children in the car they are chasing, before performing a pit maneuver.
Any car chase, the car chase goes for so long. The police back off when there's people in danger.
You know, when the police say stop, you should stop.
Of course.
I understand you're going to say, well, I fear for my life, I this, I that. Don't put yourself out there in the first place for them to come knocking at your door. Okay? If you're a responsible citizen, you know, pay your insurance, fix your lights, do all that kind of stuff. Keep them far away from you as you can if you're somebody of color.
But you know what, Rose?
At
some point, police officers in any given situation needs to ask themselves whether they are doing more good than bad, whether they're pursuing justice or just
exactly. But they stopped him for a reason.
What they didn't say in this news story, the man actually pulled over and he did not let his window all the way down. Considering that, the police broke the window before he pulled off.
I don't know why they broke the window. So that's
because the man did not show identification. But at the same time, the police noticed.
But somebody has put this out here in the media that people don't have to show their identification. I noticed that now. People stop them. The police stop them.
Anarchists, they all end up going to jail.
Well, I'm not going. Yeah, they provoke them. Seem like they provoke them. When some of them just come up and some of them trying to be nice. They say, "Can I see your driver's license and ID?" Get it on out the glove compartment and give it to them. If you don't have anything to hide, what I'm saying is, don't provoke these people. Don't provoke them. You know, do what they ask you to do. Now, why he sped off? He said he feared for his life.
He said, I'm afraid. He told 911.
He said, I'm afraid.
He called 911 while he was being pursued by the state trooper and told them that he had kids in the car and that they need to back off. At what point does police officers need to take accountability for the actions that they take?
Once that man called them and said, I fear for my life, I got children in the car, that 911 operator should have called them and said, look, this man got kids in the car. Y'all need to back off.
Right.
Y'all need to back off. He got kids in the car.
She was for the police. She wasn't for the state troopers. All right, so I'm reading this article right here, and it says, state police chase policy requires that troopers evaluate all possible variables, including whether or not there are children in the car that they are chasing. What do you think about that, Rose?
I think they should have backed off because there were kids in the car. Children are innocent. They should have backed off.
What we have right here, Rose, is we have a boy that should not be dead.
Exactly.
Shouldn't be dead. And to add insult to injury, the person that was driving the car was charged with the murder. First degree. They don't charge people with first degree. They charge people with aggravated assault, manslaughter, and other smaller charges. Now, these are state troopers. We all know the state troopers are more like the good old boys club. City cops may be a little different. Everywhere you go, the state troopers are white. I go to Chicago, I see a lot of black officers. You go to Atlanta, you see a lot of black officers. But, state troopers, that's right there in the vicinity, mostly white guys. What do you think about the murder charge that the guy got?
I don't think he should have got a murder charge. I don't think so. If anybody should have got a charge, it should have been the cops, not the guy.
Right.
Because the guy called the police. He called the police and said, "I fear for my life."
Right. Right. He broke the window out. You know what I'm saying?
And they're gonna say the same thing. Okay, they're gonna say you have to be in compliance with the law. That's what they're gonna say.
My thing is, when will the law be in compliance with the law? They thought they were dealing with 3 black males. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They didn't think they were dealing with children.
They're children, right? Let's establish that. They're children. You said it yourself. They're children. Okay?
Yes.
I, as a mother, and I raised a son, I did whatever I needed to do to protect my son, because he was my responsibility and he was my child. I didn't let other people tell me, oh, this, that, da. I said, look, you got a child, go raise your one. He's my responsibility. That man know he was driving. Now I'm playing devil's advocate.
Okay.
That man knew he was driving. He know he had 2 kids in the car. He should have pulled over. Okay? Because those kids are innocent kids.
But he did pull over.
He pulled over the first time. He should have pulled over to another place safer. Okay? Maybe into a grocery store where other people could see. That's probably why they're charging him. I'm just being devil's advocate.
You agree that the cops should be reprimanded or not?
More than reprimanded, because kids were killed. They should fire them. They shouldn't be allowed to be policemen anymore. Or at least the person that made the decision to continue with that chase. Because they made a firm decision to do that. Somebody made that decision to do that maneuver.
Right.
And whoever did it, they don't need to be a policeman no more.